Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back for another NINJAGO video. Today, no special intro. We're just gonna dive right into this certain theory about Master Wu dying in Season 16. Now, if you guys have been on my channel for a little bit longer, you know that I've been doing several videos on NINJAGO characters who have the potential to die in Season 16. I've already done a video on Kai and said that I do not believe that he is going to die in Season 16. I've already done a video on Pixel saying that she won't die in Season 16. But now we are here with the possible death of Master Wu. Someone who has been believed to be dead at least twice in the entire NINJAGO series, has almost died way more times than that, and now we are here in Season 16 where his potential death is seeming to make a lot of sense to a lot of NINJAGO fans, me included. However, this theory is only supported by a teensy bit of evidence, like almost no evidence at all, unlike the theories about Pixel and Kai dying, which were supported by some stronger evidence. Master Wu dying is only supported by one key piece from a Promobricks article released about the 2022 NINJAGO season. I will leave the link to that article down in the description below, but basically if you scroll through all of the sets and the descriptions of the sets, there is one key set featuring Lloyd as a minifigure. It says that Lloyd will be wearing a certain cape. Now, this fact caught a lot of NINJAGO fans off guard. We've never seen Lloyd ever wearing a cape. Ever. In the entirety of the NINJAGO series, I don't think he's ever worn a cape. There's only been one very specific character who we have seen wearing a cape, and that is Master Wu. Now, fans put two and two together and thought that perhaps Master Wu had given Lloyd this cape as a way of passing on the torch and the name of Sensei onto Lloyd. Why? Because he himself was passing on, because he had finally met his end. Now, is this pretty thin evidence? 100%, absolutely. This is probably some of the thinnest evidence I've ever seen for a NINJAGO theory. Just because a character is wearing a cape does not mean that that cape has been passed down from his uncle onto him in a visual representation of him becoming a sensei. That's a lot to glean from just one little tiny sentence to create this entire storyline from just one little possible sentence of a set name and description. But hey, that's what we theorists do, right? We take the smallest little inclination, the smallest possibility, and we turn it into a full-fledged story. So, does there seem to be actual evidence that this could be Wu passing down the torch onto Lloyd to be the next sensei? Well, I would want to say yes. This wouldn't be the first time we've seen a character pass on their clothing as a demonstration of them becoming a master or a sensei. Think back to Season 5 of NINJAGO, Possession. In that season, towards the very end, Lloyd meets with his father, Garmadon, inside the belly of the Preeminent, and as they say their final farewells to each other, Garmadon gives his own suit to Lloyd, telling him that the suit doesn't define who you are, it's only a representation. You define who you are. And this was supposed to demonstrate his gained wisdom and his understanding of what it truly means to be a ninja. The same thing could happen in Season 16. If Lloyd and Wu are together and they have to say their final farewells, I could completely see Wu giving up his cape and donning it around Lloyd's neck and saying, "You are the sensei now." I don't know why, it just makes total sense to me. This idea of Lloyd also becoming a potential sensei would actually set up foundations if NINJAGO and LEGO were going to create a reboot for the NINJAGO series as a whole. We've seen this idea play around quite a lot in the NINJAGO community of late, and this would be a great way to introduce new characters, a new team, and even new ninja. Through Lloyd taking his next steps from ninja to master to now sensei, he could be the one going out to find new students and training them up as ninja. This would give the fans of the show time to really accept these new characters, since we still have a key older character, that being Lloyd, still present in the story, while we warm up to these newer characters and this new team. I will repeat though, this theory has extremely little evidence, so everything I say here is just my own opinion for what I could possibly think will happen in Season 16, but it is an interesting theory, and it makes a lot of sense. Wu has been around for a long time, ever since the pilots. He was the first character we were introduced to, and he has had a lot of times where he has been thought to be dead. Think back to Season 1, Rise of the Snakes, when he was eaten up by the Devourer. Everyone thought that was his end. However, he came back at the end of the season, very happy, and everyone was great, happily ever after, right? He was also thought to be lost to time in Season 7, when the ninja thought they had lost their master, and yes, a few of them thought he was dead. Specifically Lloyd, who said, "Not everyone comes back." He thought that his uncle had passed on. However, this never stopped the team. They kept growing. They were fueled by his sacrifice and kept growing as a team, as a unit, and as family. Nowadays, I feel that Wu does not have a great part to play in the ninja team anymore. He is their sensei, nothing more. We've seen him come back in a few moments here and there when he's training the ninja or helping out the team, but as a whole, he doesn't have a real point anymore. His story is at its close, it's at its end. After 16 full seasons of him training, bringing up the ninja, with all his mistakes, triumphs, victories, and losses, Wu's character has come full circle. He has had a complete life. And perhaps it is time to move on now. Time to create new stories, to create new characters. Wu has not always been a perfect master, we all know that. But his story is reaching a completion. And so yes, this theory has a lot of logic behind why this would actually make sense for Wu to die in Season 16. His time is coming. And I think it would actually be amazing to see Lloyd continue to grow from what we've seen in the actual seasons. However, the big question is, will Ninjago actually do it? I mean, they've quote-unquote killed him at least twice, and he has come back from each of those. So is he actually gonna die in Season 16? I don't know. It's a possibility, of course. It's a theory, and it'll be amazing to watch Season 16 and find out what actually happens. Okay guys, we're finally through. I don't know why, but I did not want to make this video. I'm tired of going through and seeing everyone who's possibly gonna die. So, my next video I am quite excited about because I believe I have finally figured out how elemental powers actually work and how they're passed on. And I am so excited because I feel like I've finally sussed out all the different possibilities and I've actually come up with a logical reason and storyline to how powers are passed on. So, be watching out for that video when it comes out. As always, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it and enjoyed it, don't forget to click that like button and to click that subscription button as well. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all in my next video.